The Bitcoin price may potentially be setting up for an absolutely gigantic move, and the Ethereum chart is showing some very interesting developments here as well. So let's dive in and analyze what is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Today we're going to discuss the Bitcoin price and the action inside the chart right now. My friends, every hour that passes, every candlestick that's created is leading us closer and closer to what I perceive to be an absolutely explosive breakout in either direction. Either we're going to look to retest and break through the multi-year downward sloping resistance line of this bear trend, or my friends, we may in fact see another capitulatory-esque event deep down into the crypto abyss. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up, alright? So we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice, these are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. This is where the majority of the trend developments are taking place right here, right now, in my opinion. And we can see very clearly, if you are subscribed here, you would know, I pointed out that Bitcoin may be in a micro bull flag here. Upon breaking this downward sloping resistance line, we did get that push to the upside, resulting in nearly a 6% move to the upside from that break of resistance. Let's get this crypto. But, I mean, for right now, we have seen that momentum falter quite a bit, and we do find ourselves right back down to the area that we came from before breaking out. So the question now becomes, with Bitcoin looking like it could be forming somewhat of a double top, maybe even a little triple toppy, tell your wife, tell your poppy, it's time to get this crypto. Are we going to see that we do wind up breaking this here violently to the upside? Or, my friends, is this just going to be the macro top here? So we need to start looking for clues, okay? Now, I want to go back into the 4-hour here. Something to keep on your radar, my friends, is that we are right now still sustaining higher lows on a consolidation level, right? And if we are to keep that trajectory going just like this, I mean, this could definitely provide us with enough pop, in my opinion, to potentially get through this range here, this resistance triple top that we're at right now. And it's interesting because not only are we seeing a triple top on the micro perspective, but you should all know here by now that this may be one of these rare macro triple top resistance ranges for the trend as a whole to confirm the potential multi-year bearish ceiling of which Bitcoin has not been able to penetrate through besides this one time here at our blow off top of our market cycle before then forming multi-month support, which then flipped now into long-term macro resistance. Getting through here would be very significant, because if we are able to consolidate above there, my friends, this would now flip old support into what then became new resistance, potentially into new support once again, to actually then start our bull market. Let's get this crypto. But, my friends, what we have to keep on our radar here, let me just clean this up, get all of these lines out of here again, okay? So now that we've really looked at this for what it is, we have to understand here that it did break out of that micro bull flag, and we could have looked for further upside targets from that. It doesn't appear to be at this time that that's going to have enough momentum here, in my opinion. The next macro structure here for a potential bullish pattern would be this larger bull flag potentially here, right? So let's go out to the daily time frame here. And what I mean by a larger bull flag would be a flag pole from this region here all the way to the top, right? And then we would continue to see action like this, zigzagging through here with potential support found anywhere in this white box, ranging from 8,500 up to 9,000 here, in my opinion. If Bitcoin can continue to find support at these regions, it's possible, my friends, that we may be able to see something like this potentially occur here, and then look for a breakout to the upside. Okay, let's get this crypto. But if we do wind up failing, my friends, and we stick in something that more so looks like this, I mean, this may be confirmation here that this trend is due for a plunge deep down into the abyss. Okay, but let's look for more clues now that I've summed up what I'm looking for from a pattern perspective. Now, if we go back to the 4-hour, we switch on our RSI and our MACD histogram. My friends, we have bearish divergence here. I mean, no matter how you want to look at it, right? We have our price action over here, which then led to a new higher high close over here, ascending price action with descending lower highs on the RSI, right? So that is a classic bearish divergence, my friends, forming right there on the 4-hour time frame, and then also there on the MACD histogram, very much the same thing, classic bearish divergence, lower highs on that indicator there as well, MACD histogram with the ascending price action. Let's get this crypto. So we have some warning signs there. We have also now shown some more rejection at this trend line, right? This is from our top here, top wicks, our top wick there, and now you see that we just got above it, but the meat and potatoes of the candle bodies closed on this line, and we are seeing rejection right there right now. From a more macro perspective, if we zoom back out, we can also see, my friends, that Bitcoin right now, we are still respecting this trend line from 20,000, right? So many touch points here, my friends, right? That we could basically see, besides these little wicks that lasted probably merely minutes at this point, my friends, Bitcoin has really, really loved to see the price action reject all along this trend line, and we are respecting it to a T right here, right now. Things to take into consideration, though, like I've stated earlier, although this still is a bearish fact, the thing is that if we are able to get through these regions here with that double top, well, really a triple top right now, if we are able to get through there, break this downward sloping resistance line, break this whole consolidation range up towards 10,000, up towards 10,500 to 10,800, and consolidate above, these things could actually flip this very, very bullish, in my opinion, my friends. So it just depends how you look at it, right? Sure, until proven otherwise, this still is a bearish structure, in my opinion. But, you know, things may start to get better here if the bulls can get that breakthrough, okay? Now, I want to look at some further things here, right? Weekly time frame, we're still above that 50 and 21 week moving average. Very healthy for the bulls, in my opinion. If they are going to have a push through here, that is exactly what I wanted to see, that they're still above these. Something else to take into consideration here on the spot chart, we have the 200 daily the 200 weekly moving average, which has supported the price of Bitcoin at its most grueling times twice in the past, and actually helped to end the bear market in both occasions. We could see right now that the blue line here, the 200-week moving average, is slowly creeping up into this range here, into this green box, which for me is an area of key historic price action, where if we have all of that price action history in there looking to potentially support the price on its own, but then we also get that 200 week to crawl into there, my friends, that would be very healthy, in my opinion, from a bullish perspective of, hey, it's possible that this area here could wind up becoming a new bullish floor before a launch to new highs. Let's get this crypto, okay? And something interesting as well that you may not have looked at. If we look at GBTC here, right, this is not spot, this is a traditional market instrument here. We could see that the 200-week moving average here on this ticker has already moved in to this area, right? So, you know, maybe this is front running, maybe it's not. We have a very interesting dynamic here on this one, my friends, that this may be more healthy than it seems if this is to show anything. And just like regular Bitcoin spot, we are above both the 50 and the 21-week moving averages as well. Also very healthy there, but still you can obviously see we are looking to potentially break out of a downward sloping trend. That has yet to be seen, right? We are still, at the time of recording, in my opinion, within bearish structure. We have also come up here upon this 0.618 Fibonacci extension target, which we should all know by now is the range that the prior top here around 14,000. Let's actually see this from the GBTC. I know on the spot price, it was right there, right about the top. Let's see if it's here as well. No, not quite, not on this chart, okay? But on the spot price, I just want to show you guys that on the spot price for Bitcoin, if we pull up our Fibonacci retracement tool here and we give ourselves a target, right, with the Fibonacci extrapolation, you could see the prior euphoric bubble up to 14,000 popped there at 0.618 Fibonacci extension, right? And we are right now fast approaching this range again here for Bitcoin, right? If we draw from this top now to the bottom there, we've already tapped it multiple times. Is this going to be the top? Well, that is yet to be seen. It just shows us some more pressure on this market right now that, again, if we break through it, I mean, these are very bearish indicators that are being broken. That does supply some further bullish it provides some more bullish sentiment to the market that all of these bearish things have been broken through, right? So it depends, again, how you want to look at it. For right now, I still see this as we're in bearish control, but if these all get negated, and we are right on them right now, if the bulls can break through them, things could start to look very, very good, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto, albeit we are at the point where if there was going to be a deep, deep rejection, I think we are fast approaching that time right here, right now. Let's get this crypto. And my friends, regardless of what occurs here, I'm looking to trade this to the best of my ability right now. If that means that I have to short at this range because the indicators are, leaning in that direction and that's what I perceive to be the best play for myself, well, then I'm going to look to short it. If we start to break out and I think that longing is going to be the best play for myself, well, that's what I'm going to do then. I'll go long. Either way, I'm going to be keeping you all updated exactly in real time with all of my trade setup ideas, when I'm looking to enter my trades, exit my trades, take profit on my trades. All of that will be posted exclusively for you in VIP. You should all know this by now, but if you're not already in my VIP, I don't know what you're doing at this point. We are at the boiling point, the proverbial powder keg that's getting ready to absolutely explode, in my opinion. This is one of the most exciting and unique ranges I've seen in a Bitcoin price action in quite some time. I really see it as that moment that we're either going to break bearish structure to potentially really kick off the bull market, or this is going to be an absolutely devastating moment for the perma bulls here. So, if you want to see how I'll be trading all of this potential action, my friends, I'll see you in VIP right now after this video, okay? Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video as I look to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can and get this crypto, okay? And now, Bitcoin, we know that this is at the make or break point, right? And I think that I've made my case here for this to potentially, be a bull flag through these ranges, etc. But we are at the point of maximum potential resistance as well. But it's Ethereum now, my friends, that we find in a very unique spot here. And you guys know I only cover Ethereum on this channel when I see very interesting developments in the chart. And right now, my friends, there are some very, very interesting things to talk about here. Although Ethereum has been in an absolutely devastating bear market for years, I'm starting to see things here, my friends, that could be very, very interesting if this winds up being a double bottom. Let's get into it, okay? Let's just go really into it now. But if you are just tuning in and you're appreciating this, my friends, if you could please leave a thumbs up here for the algorithm. I so appreciate it. Do it for the algorithm, but more importantly, do it for the Don, okay? Thank you. And of course, my friends, you probably already are subscribed, but if you're not, hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all. I do analysis like this here nearly on a daily basis. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the house that Don Fibonacci built. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Now, let's move on here to the Ethereum chart. So clearly, very similar to Bitcoin. Let's throw on the logarithmic for just a moment. We'll go back to the regular view, though. We could see, my friends, this is a long-term lower high trajectory. It's just been bearish no matter how you look at it. But we do have some interesting things to look at here. Could it be that Ethereum has formed a long-term double bottom? I think it's possible, okay? Although we have no confirmation of that yet, right? It's possible that this could be a long-term double bottom. And I just want to start there with the macro perspective that, hey, this could be one gigantic W pattern forming, right? And W's are inherently bullish, right? Double bottom looking to break out of this resistance line before confirming a potential new bull market. Okay, let's get this crypto. So now that we've basically looked at the macro and set the stage here, what I want to do now is go back to the regular view, and I want to point out the fact that we did get above this red box of potential resistance here, my friends, right? This red box here in particular is where we've seen so many support and resistance flips over the last several years, okay? We've seen it. It dates back. Let's actually go back to the log for now, right? This whole range, my friends, just look at it, an absolutely uncanny level of confluence, okay? And right now, we've seen Ethereum get through this level, right? Inherently bullish, back test after breaking, hold as support, inherently bullish, and now we are breaking out of what appears to be a potential bull flag, right? A downward sloping parallel channel breaking through this line of resistance. My friends, this to the Don Fibonacci looks like this could be setting up for another potential run here, right? And if that is in fact the case, well, where is our next level of macro resistance? Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wings for dinner. Tofu if you're vegan. It's right up there at that red line at the start of the red box, which is, at the time of recording, over a 30% move to the upside. So let's look for further clues here to see if the probability of that happening has any validity behind it, okay? Now let's flip on our moving averages here. And what we could see, my friends, is on the daily time frame, we just had a bullish golden cross. The 50-day moving average going through the 200-day moving average here, while both are tilted in the upward sloping direction. Right? So now we have what could be a bull flag, right? Breaking that downward sloping resistance line. If we could see today's daily candle close above this range, that would give me even more bullish sentiment. We have a potentially bullish golden cross there. And now if we look at the weekly, my friends, right? Let's look at this weekly time frame. We could see that obviously the importance of this red range trading above it, but here as well, look at the 50 and the 21s, my friends, right? Right now, we are completely back above this. And if this week's candle closes above these two, this would be the first time since our blow off top there on our last run that we've seen these weekly candles closing above this range. And if we look back in history for ETH, while it's been trading above these two moving averages in particular, things have been pretty good, right? And even if you were just hypothetically closing trades when it broke below just one of them, right? I mean, this one would have had you in your trade all the way until right at this point where you could have gotten out. A gain here, right? An entry up there, huge run to the upside before them breaking back below. Over here, right? Huge run to the upside there before them breaking below. You would have needed to take profit on those trades, but I'm just pointing out that in the past, it has been healthy when Ethereum is trading weekly candles above both of these. Of course, past performance does not indicate future results. The future does not have to look like the past did. But right now, I also want to pull up the Fibonacci here on the regular time frame. We are again at this 0.618, the golden fib, right? And again, think about this two ways. Yes, this is where the trend could potentially top out at, right? But if it actually winds up getting through here with a vengeance, my friends, this could be very bullish that the 0.618 did not act as a resistance point, but it rather acted as the resistance that was smashed through, confirming more potential bullish upside. Let's get this crypto. So right now, for me, my friends, Ethereum is looking very interesting. And I know personally, I'm going to be looking to trade this to the best of my ability. So if you do want to see exactly when I'll be looking to enter Ethereum, potentially take profits on Ethereum, all of the trend developments that I'm seeing, additional insights on my trades, things of that nature, that is what you will get exclusively from me in VIP, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do want to see how I'll be trading that, well, today is the day. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. So, very, very interesting here, my friends, to say the least. And nothing right now is for certain, because obviously Bitcoin, if it capitulates, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see Ethereum tank here, regardless of how potentially bullish this could look, right? And you know what is interesting, my friends? On the regular scale, we are at the 0.618 golden fib, but on the logarithmic, we've already surpassed it. And essentially our back test of support was right on it. So, take that with a grain of salt as well. It's possible that this thing could be gearing up for another move. Nothing is ever perfect. Let me show you an example. The traditional equities markets have been absolutely volatile, to say the least, right now. And what I want to show you here as well is that on the Dow Jones, right, we had what appeared to be a beautiful head and shoulders pattern breaking down out of a parallel upward sloping channel, closing daily candles below that region of old support, looking to potentially flip into new resistance before further downside action, right? Classic technical analysis. And boom, my friends, the candle goes right back up into the channel. So, if this was Bitcoin, right, all the degenerates on crypto YouTube, oh, Kirby, so you see, get wrecked, you were wrong again, wrong. My friends, you see that technical analysis is never perfect, right? I mean, I wasn't even trading this. I was just showing you that, hey, it's possible that we've got essentially a confirmation here, breaking the neckline of this head and shoulders, and we've dropped out of that parallel channel. We could be looking for further downside action. This did not happen. It went right up. This is just a clear example of technical analysis being a tool to give yourself a perceived edge over the market. There are no certainties or guarantees in trading, right? So this, I thought, was a perfect example to show you guys that when something looks perfect, it still doesn't always have to play out the way that you want it to go, okay? Let's get this crypto. But beyond that, my friends, right now we are seeing precious metals, right? Silver absolutely ripping right now, up essentially 3% on the day. Oil up 6% on the day right now at the time of recording. The Dow Jones 4% at the time of recording. The S&P over 3% at the time of recording. And we all know that Bitcoin has been very closely correlated with these traditional markets lately. Sure, that correlation could end at any given time, but keep it on your radar, my friends, that if this market here, if the traditional markets and precious metals continue very bullishly, and if the US dollar here, right, the world reserve currency, starts to fall here on the DXY chart, we know that historically this has been very good for Bitcoin, okay? Back here in late 2016 through all the way to April of 2018, the DXY, the US dollar, was in a absolutely bearish trend, which directly correlates, my friends, with the most absolute parabolic rise in Bitcoin history. Let's start it right here. Basically, all throughout this time, my friends, right? The correlation there is uncanny. Parabolic action for Bitcoin, and essentially the polar opposite of upside parabolic action for the DXY US dollar. Let's get this crypto. So right now, my friends, I'm watching this market like a hawk with an eagle eye. I'm looking for positions on both Ethereum and Bitcoin. We are at what appears to be the make or break point. Tons of external factors here still, my friends, with the global health uncertainty, with the traditional markets in turmoil, with now all of a sudden precious metals beginning to, catch some fire. My friends, right now, I think the time is just ticking, tick, 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 before we see this absolutely explosive breakout to the upside or a devastating decline down. Right? And I'm not saying that for a dramatic effect. Oh, Kirby, but you're so dramatic. You clickbaited me, Kirby. Get out of here with that. You should know by now that this is probably the most realistic technical analysis channel for Bitcoin you're ever going to find. Everybody else has these sensationalistic things. Oh, Kirby, Harry Potter's buying Bitcoins. If I hear one more person talk about Harry Potter and Bitcoin, I'm going to lose it, my friends. What does that mean? What relevance does that mean to anything besides giving you news to entertain you? Come on, man. This right here, this stream, the house that Don Carbonaccio built is to look for trading opportunity for myself. Okay, and show you the analysis that I'm looking at here for myself as a trader. Okay, and I'm showing you here that the time is ticking. And with that said, I'm going to keep you all updated in VIP around the clock as I look to potentially crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can and get this crypto. My friends, right now we are at that point of it's ultimatum point. Okay, so as I look to potentially crush this market and get this crypto, I'll keep you all updated in VIP. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. And if you could, my friends, one last time for the algorithm, but more importantly for the Don, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're brand new, don't forget to subscribe. Tick the little bell and select all. That will give you all of my notifications here in real time when I upload. So make sure that you do that if you want to see more of these analysis videos. And my friends, I know I'm looking to potentially crush it. So I'll see you all in VIP right now, okay? Don't take that trip to Rec City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. Today is today. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. So until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.